Alright, yep, that was totally my mistake. Alright, that was my mistake. Timmy Washington's doing really well in this game. And he's got the ball back already. He's got the ball back already. And he's running again to the corner. First and goal, Auburn. See, when I went to go grab my laptop and put it back on my kneecaps, the freaking Elgato wire kicked out. So, that's what happened. Hey, V-Dub, what's up, man? Oh my god, the $2. V-Dub throwing up some more cash. Hype for V-Dub. A new school career rushing touchdowns record for O.J. Walker. That's a good little tidbit for when he comes out into the draft there, isn't it? That's interesting. And Auburn's up 21-3. It looks like they're going to be going to the Natty. Florida's going to have to be on top of their game. For the literal rest of the game. Yeah, so now, again, we usually watch the whole game because this is for scouting for you guys. But if you guys don't care because both of these teams are likely heading to a bowl game and you guys want a sim, just let me know. We will do the 21-point sim if you guys want to do that. That's up to you guys.
Call it a gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Blue 14.
I mean, it's only because both of these teams are likely going to bowl games. Then we'll advance to the bowl week, and then we'll check out all of the bowl games. You guys make notes on which bowl games you actually want to see. And we will come up with a bowl schedule that we like. Ricky Britton with a 4-yard catch. See, the problem is Florida State is without their number 1 running back. And it's rough. It's rough at that point. Good run by Eddie Thompson there, though. I mean, that doesn't mean Florida can't make it a game. They could. Could at least be 21-10 here if they could score, but the big-time sack on Jonathan Stevens, who's been playing well all year. Nathan Jensen's just playing really well today with 2 sacks. Ooh, there's a nice throw, though. Carlos Collins making the big-time catch to get Florida in scoring range here before the half. Jonathan Stevens, nice little run. We need a new dynasty. Pepperjack, you're always clamoring for some kind of series. I can't start 12 series at once, though. That's the only thing. I can't do all that. I don't have time. I barely have time for what I got at the moment, so that's what I'm running with right now. And I got to do more work on those series tonight to hopefully have them be able to come out maybe in January or something. Oh, I know you got ideas. There we go, Florida. Back in it a little bit.
The extra point attempt is good. The Florida Gators have lined up for the kickoff. Rams have to return.
And to be honest, right now, if I were to do a dynasty on NCAA in this particular game, it probably wouldn't be what you want it to be, because it probably wouldn't be a team builder. It would probably just be a straight up team, maybe in a Power 5, maybe a 4 to 5 season long series, and that's really about it.
Thompson back to return. The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
There you go, Walty. Good news. You'll get your room back, my boy.
Gain of 10 yards. That'll make it second and inches.
Go down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
No tackles in the backfield. Loss of 3 yards on the play. Stevens slides on the play. Gain of 7 yards. First down.
Check 59.
Yes, Brady. Auburn is undefeated.
Stevens with the carry. Called a gain of 9 yards. That brings up second and 1.
Florida got ball to start second half, so they got a chance. Not the best throw. Not the best attempt there. Those are the best dynasty. Husker, maybe?
Check 59. Mike.
Definition of a winner-take-all game. Y'all really think NIU's got no shot, huh? Okay. I see it. I see y'all dogging them. It's okay.
Return for a gain of 9 yards.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, bro. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's go.
Henderson gets the tackle.
Plus O.J. Walker, Albie.
That'll bring up second and 3.
NIU winning the Natty by 3 scores. Book it. Timmy Washington, nice little run.
That makes it first and 10.
No, it's not, Walty. It was looking really bad at the start, but it's still here. It's still alive and kicking. Look at Walker go down in the backfield.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. That'll make it second and 1.
That's a big takedown. 9 runs for only 19 yards. He does have a TD, but Walker Not all that right now. And he's taken down again for a loss of 1. 3rd and 18. Walker is being bottled up. It's Timmy Washington that's winning this game so far for Auburn. Here's Timmy. Throwing downfield, incomplete. And Florida's going to get another chance here.
That makes it 4th and long.
On the return, bowling over a would-be tackler. Nice job for Eddie Thompson. And let's see what Florida's got here with 3:36 to go in the 3rd.
Stevens going to carry. Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Nice run for Stevens. He's been very good with these plays, with these quarterback keepers today. Good throw over the middle for Stevens. Michael Odom with the 8-yard reception on the 1st down. And Florida back at midfield again. Downfield complete. Carlos Collins with another 23 yards. He's got 3 catches for 55. And Florida severely on the move right now, with more first downs than Auburn. And there he goes again. Nice little run. 6-yard pickup for Stevens. Okay. And the handoff. And nice strength. Josh Seymour picking up 5 yards. Woo! We get to see Joshy. Where's Kaz at? Dump off is incomplete.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
And Eddie Thompson will lose a yard. We got a 3rd and 11 now. Nathan Jensen is killing on the defensive front. And again, another big-time sack for Auburn. This time, Joe Miller getting in. He's got 6 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a sack today. And now Florida going to settle for 3. It will make it a 1-score game, though. Touchdown and 2-point could tie it. So there we go. We got ourselves an 8-point game. We are within 1 score, with 1:13 to go in the 3rd. Florida's battled back into it. And Timmy Washington with the pump fake and the run. He loses the football, picked up by O.J. Walker. And for some reason, O.J. Walker going to get credited for an 18-yard rush, which doesn't seem right, but whatever. I don't think it gave it to him, though, because he's got 11 runs for 19 right now. I think that's just glitchy. There goes O.J. and a nice run up the middle for 15. 12 for 34, and O.J.'s starting to pick up his production a little bit. He'll lose 4 that time, and that's Really just the offensive line letting Joseph Schuler get back there. Timmy with the dump off to Walker. Or that's Joe Wright, actually. Only gains a yard, and we're going into the fourth quarter for a perk opportunity. Please DM me the score of the game after 3 quarters for that perk opportunity. Probably. Ugh. Maybe not the last. We'll see. Timmy Washington over to O.J. Walker. And he is smothered by the Gator defense. 2 catches for -2 yards. And the punt for Auburn. Touchback punt. So Florida will take over. They've got more total yards, more first downs, but less points due to turnovers. There's a throw, and that one's complete, and that's going to be a first down, Florida. Odom on the catch. He's got 4 for 30. Stevens trying to bring his boys downfield, maybe tie this game. There's a throw, and there's a completion, and another really nice run after the catch, despite everybody hitting him, by Ricky Britton. 1 yard to go to pick up the first down. Clock is a-ticking in the fourth quarter. What's up, Roberto? There's a run. And Eddie Thompson picks up the first down. 15 runs for 35. We want to see more Josh Seymour. Bring him out. Eddie Thompson with the 0-yard rush. All right, a big 3rd and 5 for the Gators. Stevens, he's running away, breaks a tackle, and then gets smothered for a loss of 3 by the Auburn defense. Roderick House with his 2nd sack of the day. And Florida going to have to punt here. Not what they were planning on doing. Wright returns it for 9 yards. And Auburn takes over at the 23 with exactly 4 minutes to go in this game. Timmy Washington brought down for a loss of 5. Good sack from Alex Parrish. And there goes Andre Johnson for a 14-yard run. Interesting. Interesting play call. And it's 3rd and 1 now. To the hands of the workhorse Walker. No, Timmy keeps it himself, and he will get the first down. 8-yard pickup. 14 for 113 today for Timmy. He's Storm Davising out here, and there he goes again. May we have found the next Storm Davis? We may have.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 after the 8-yard run from Timmy. Play fake and trying again. This time it's brought down for a loss by Ryan Morgan. Auburn trying to waste as much time as they can here on a 3rd and 3. And it's going to go to Walker. Does he have it? He does. First down Auburn as Walker reaches out over the line. And they're going to run the end around again to Andre Johnson, and this time -1 on the gainer. Still 2:03 to go. Florida could still get the ball back if they can at least make some tackles. And there we go. Hodge is going to run for no yards. It's Florida's final timeout. They could possibly get the ball back with just over a minute remaining. And Walker close to the first down, and this time it's 4th and inches. This time he does not have it.
That makes it 4th and inches.
But Auburn going for a field goal to possibly take the game out of reach. If they miss it, this could be treacherous because Florida will get the ball near midfield. It's going to be a 56-yarder. It's no good. Wide to the right. It is wide right, and Florida is going to have their opportunity.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
And heaving it is Stevens, incomplete, near a pick by Matt Yancey.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Stevens again, this time sacked. It's a fumble. Florida will get it back, but Stevens was shellacked in the backfield. Now a 3rd and 16 for Florida. Stevens breaks a tackle, heaves downfield, and he drops it. Unbelievable. He had a chance to make a David Tyree type catch for Florida, and it's dropped. Now a 4th and 16. They got to go for it. Florida's got to go for it. Stevens does find his man. Finds his man across the 50. 31 seconds to go. "31 seconds to go. They're wasting too much time. They got to call it. Let's go. Stevens with the short throw. What good is that going to do for your team, Stevens? And a big time clock management mistake there. Stevens going to heave one. It's caught. It's inside the 10-yard line. They've got to hurry to the line. They got to get this one going. They might have one play. They might have one chance. 3, 2. He spikes it with a second on the clock. Oh, my God. 1 second to go. The final play of the game. Florida needs a score. Stevens through the end zone. What is that? You gotta throw it at a man, my dude. Oh, that was the most hectic commentating that I have done in this series so far. Whew. Wow. What a game. Solid game. Solid game, though. Great finish. It lived up to the bill of SEC title game. Timmy Washington was... Timmy Washington was 6 of 8 for 18 yards. But he ran for 120 and a score. O.J. Walker ran for 44 and a score. And even wide receiver Vince Bennett ran for a score. The receiving end, not a lot over there. 2 sacks for Nathan Jensen, 2 for Roderick Moore, 1 for Joe Miller, and 1 for Willie Morris. An interception for Matt Ncaa. The kicker that missed that field goal is junior kicker Jason Stanley. For Florida, Jonathan Stevens was 17 of 26 for 219, but with that fateful pick there, he also ran for 32 and a touchdown. Thompson ran for 35, and our boy Josh Seymour ran for 10 yards today. Odom, 69 yards, 55 for Collins, 50 for Britton. Sack-wise, only 1 by Alex Parrish, no interceptions. The defense really was kind of lackluster. Morgan did force a fumble, but nobody really important recovered it. Freshman kicker, he's an 84 overall, TJ Price, was very good for Florida. And that is that. That is the SEC title game. Whew. What a finish. What a finish. It really was something else. So, with that, we will advance to bowl season. And we will see what games are going to be played. And we will see what games people are going to be interested in. And yep, we should have an Auburn versus NIU national title. We will see what bowl games you guys want to watch. I think we'll watch... How many do you guys think is fair? Should we watch maybe 10? 10 bowl games? Would that be fair? Because then I would probably do... Or if we did 9 bowl games, I could split it up to 3-3-3. If we did 12, I could do 4 streams of 3. But it's up to what you guys think is fair. And Jonathan Stevens wins the Heisman, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan Stevens. We have watched every one of these players play this year, with the exception of Williams out of Stanford. And we will see him in a bowl game. But Jonathan Stevens takes it over Jackson and Timmy Washington. Woo! Way to go, Jonathan Stevens. And Florida will play Rutgers in the Capital One Bowl. Rutgers and Florida. Jonathan Stevens also wins the Maxwell and the Walter Camp Awards and the Davey O'Brien Award. So, yeah, we will look at awards now, since there's only so many people in here that are actually paying attention. Okay, bowl season. This is how it's looking. We got Florida Rutgers in the well, you know what? Let's not look at it that way. Let's look at it through bowl games at the bottom here. Here we go. Let's look at it this way. Not that it's probably not going to be... Well, it is a little different. Okay, there we go. Because I don't want it out of order. Alright, so the New Mexico Bowl features 7-5 San Diego State against 7-5 Utah. We got 6-6 Ohio taking on 6-6 Colorado State in the Idaho Potato Bowl. We got 10-3 SMU taking on the 9-3 ranked 19th Air Force in the Poinsettia Bowl. We got 9-3 Old Dominion taking on 7-5 Houston in the Beef O'Brady Bowl. 6-6 UTEP taking on 8-4 Arkansas State in the New Orleans Bowl. 6-6 Colorado, 9-4 Boise State in the Mako Bowl. 10-3 North Texas taking on 7-6 Nevada in the Hawaii Bowl. 6-6 Purdue and 9-4 Kent State in the Little Caesars Pizza Bowl. 8-4 Central Michigan and 7-5 Southern Miss in the Military Bowl. The Holiday Bowl features 7-5 Texas and 6-6 USC. 7-5 Duke and 7-5 Texas State in the Belk Bowl. South Carolina at 6-6, Pitt at 6-6 in the Advocare Independence Bowl. 8-4 Georgia State and number 20, 9-4 Florida State in the Russell Athletic Bowl. 7-5 Northwestern, 6-6 Iowa State in the Meineke Car Care Bowl. 8-4 Louisiana Tech, 7-5 Fresno State in the Armed Forces Bowl. Number 15 at 8-4, it's Notre Dame taking on the 7-5 Oregon Ducks in the Fight Hunger Bowl. The Alamo Bowl is number 14 Kansas at 10-2 and number 23 Arizona State at 10-3. The Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl is 7-5 Oklahoma State, 8-4 Michigan State. Music City Bowl features 6-6 LSU and number 25 Virginia Tech at 7-5. We got 7-5 UCLA and 7-5 Louisville in the Hyundai Sun Bowl. We have 6-6 Missouri and 9-4 FAU in the Liberty Bowl. 6-6 Texas A&M and number 13, 9-3 Clemson in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. We have 6-6 Hawaii against 8-4 ranked number 22 Ohio State in the Heart of Dallas Bowl. We have number 21 at 8-4 Arkansas taking on 7-5 Nebraska in the Gator Bowl. The Capital One Bowl is number 9 ranked 10-3 Florida taking on 8-5 Rutgers. The Outback Bowl is number 12 9-3 Georgia taking on number 16 8-4 Michigan. The Rose Bowl is number 5 Ole Miss at 10-2 taking on number 6 Washington at 9-3. The Tostitos Fiesta Bowl is Wisconsin at 11-2 ranked 3rd. Taking on Stanford at 12-1, ranked 4th. The Sugar Bowl is number 11 Syracuse at 8-4, taking on number 10 BYU at 9-3. The Orange Bowl, number 7 at 11-2 Miami, taking on number 8 at 10-2 Army. Cotton Bowl is number 24 Kentucky at 7-5 against number 18 Oklahoma at 8-4. The Compass Bowl is 9-4 Temple, taking on 7-5 Kansas State. The GoDaddy.com is 9-3 Miami, Ohio, taking on number 17 South Alabama at 10-2. And the BCS national title between the two undefeated teams in the nation is number 2 Northern Illinois and number 1 Auburn. So there we go. That is what we got. EJ, that's not a bad idea. I like the idea there. Because then we could probably do the Natty with the look of the draft, of who's going to be in the draft. I kind of like that, EJ. I kind of like that. I might agree with that. So, this is what we're going to do then. Okay? I just gave you all the list of all the bowl games. These are all of the bowl games. So what I want you guys to do, you have the timestamp. You can look at what the timestamp is on the stream here. And what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to DM me at your earliest convenience, probably by at least Tuesday. I want you to DM me your list of 10 games that you want to see out of this. Okay? This is how we're going to do it to get a good list going. Alright? So the 10 games that you most want to see out of this entire list, okay? DM me that. Well, yes, including the Natty, obviously. Well, obviously, no. We're watching the Natty. So, 10 games that are not the Natty. Because we're gonna watch the Natty. Alright? So, 10 other bowl games that are here. Okay? The 9 that get the most attraction will be watched along with the Natty. Okay? So, you're gonna give me 10. The 9 that are watched along with the Natty are going to be watched. So the 9 most attractive out of the 10 lists that you give, we'll see what everyone really wants to see. I want to get a good idea of what you all want to watch. We will, however, right now look at the award winners and the All-Americans for you guys. So you guys that have made it to the end of the stream, Goats. So the Maxwell is Jonathan Stevens out of Florida. Walter Camp, same, Jonathan Stevens. Bednarik goes to Troy Adams, the corner out of Florida State. Joe Miller wins the Nagurski out of Auburn. Jonathan Stevens wins the O'Brien. David Jackson wins the Walker over O.J. Walker himself. Craig Bentley wins the Bletnikoff. The Mackey goes to Sean Scott out of Nebraska. The Outland goes to Spencer Parker out of Kansas. He also wins the Remington. Damon Armstrong out of Georgia wins the Lombardi. Joe Miller gets Best Linebacker. The Thorpe goes to Adams once again. Tommy Macklin, the kicker out of Stanford, wins the Groza Award. The Ray Guy Award goes to Michael Lewis out of USC. And Garth Spurlock wins Best Returner of the Year. Okay, over to All-Americans. For All-NCAA, First Team All-American, Jonathan Stevens. David Jackson. Andrew Samuel out of Air Force. Craig Bentley out of Ole Miss. Kyle Norman out of Washington. Sean Scott, Nebraska. Andrew Hickman, Notre Dame. Clay Huggins, Northern Illinois. Marcus Wade, Florida State. Matt Harper, Auburn. Jason Griffith out of Stanford. Damon Armstrong, Georgia. Blake Williams, Wisconsin. David McGill, Stanford. Manny McLean out of BYU. David Massey of Wisconsin. Joe Miller of Auburn. Chris Tyree out of Old Dominion. Troy Adams, Florida State. Zach Matthews, Wisconsin. Donald Walker, FIU or NIU, and he is a freshman. It's interesting. NIU gets both safeties as they get Quentin Payne as well. Tommy Macklin out of Stanford for kicker. Michael Lewis out of USC for punter. Returner, Garth Spurlock. So there you go. We'll also look at second team this season. Do you want teams or bowl game name? Both, if you could. I'd prefer teams if you're only going to do one, so that I know what game we're talking about. All right, Timmy Washington out of Auburn for second team. Will Archie out of Ohio State. Brian Burks of Navy. Carlos Collins of Florida. Brian Wright of Arizona State. Tight end Nick Barnes out of Colorado State. Left guard David Kelly out of Northern Illinois. Spencer Parker out of Kansas only gets second team but wins the Remington. I don't know what's going on there. Mike Barber of Arkansas for right guard. Andy Frank of Ohio State for right tackle. And Alexis Wright, right tackle. So I guess he got the left tackle spot out of Miami. Ben Dixon for defensive end out of Kansas. Chris Mullins out of FAU. Marcus Davis out of Miami for D tackle. James Stanley out of Auburn for D tackle. Steven Sykes out of Central Michigan. Ryan Morgan of Florida. Chad Cooper of Colorado. For corner, they got Graham Robinson out of Syracuse. They got George Wallace out of UTEP. Free safety James Ricks out of Nebraska. And strong safety Jake Washington out of Florida State, another freshman. Kicker TJ Price of Florida, another freshman. And punter Clint Hall of Wisconsin. Victor Robinson for returner second team out of Miami. Let's see what the freshman All-Americans are, just for the heck of it. We got quarterback Ryan Hawthorne out of Nebraska. Halfback Obadiah Peoples out of Rutgers. Halfback Chris Wright out of Ole Miss. Wide receiver Kevin Burton out of Nevada. Wide receiver Joel Taylor out of Navy. Kevin Sledge out of Wisconsin for tight end. Cedric Galloway out of Auburn. Chase May out of Auburn. J.B. Jackson out of Stanford. Sean Kendrick out of Auburn. 3 Auburn freshman linemen. Antonio Chase out of Stanford. Stanford's got a couple freshmen. That's crazy. Right end Craig Woods out of South Alabama. Kareem Sims out of UCLA. Nick Jones out of Michigan. Danny Leak out of Kentucky. Patrick Bell of ECU. Richard Ross of Texas A&M. Steve Cooper of Kentucky. Jamie Coleman for corner out of Florida. Tim Wheatley out of Fresno State. Donald Walker, of course, for Northern Illinois. Jake Washington, of course, for Florida State. TJ Price for kicker out of Florida. The punter, Michael Lewis out of USC also. And for returner, Ethan Long out of Georgia. So there we go. We got all that in. It's a lot of shit. A lot of shit going on. So, there is a lot to do. There's a lot of bowl games for you guys to vote for to watch. Give me those lists. And if you guys made it to the end, DM me a buy for another chance for a perk. Thank you guys so much for watching this long stream of 4 games that were watched during it. I appreciate all you guys, and I will see every one of you guys for the bowl games, as well as we are in week number 3 of our season. We got plenty to do. This league is rocking, and it's thanks to you guys.